Ciao amore, this is Magistus Miftah, back again with me. It's been quite a long time since the last time I created a video because for the last few months I've experienced something that makes me feel so happy. I have been very busy. I have done theater projects, I have done fashion shows, assisting fashion shows, and I have done a lot of things. And one of them is I went to Bali for 2 weeks. I cannot say that I'm having a holiday or a vacation or anything because I don't want to put a name on it because I have experienced something that makes me feel so content, so meditative, but I had fun. I had so much fun with my best friends. I wanted to talk about something that is not quite common for people to talk about, and not so many people have this kind of fascination or interest, but I am going to talk about my interest towards blind people. I have a sentimentality towards blind people. I know it's been very weird for some people because why are you having interest towards people with that certain disability? Because, I have to realize that I'm a very visual person. I can say that I am a visual artist because I'm a costume designer. I'm a tarot reader. I've worked with a lot of things that using my sense, my vision sense. So I imagine that if I cannot work with my eyes, if I cannot see, that I cannot work at all. So I imagine if just one day in my life I cannot see or I cannot choose fabrics, I cannot draw, I cannot sew on my sewing machine or stitch or do the tarot readings, it's going to be like a very huge disaster. One of the moments that I really remember, it was on the Eid Mubarak 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, it was our culture to go to the other relatives' houses. I don't know whose house it was, but it happens to be the cousin of my grandpa. So I don't know his name. I'm not really sure that I have ever seen him before. I arrived at his house. I've heard news from the, I think the son or the daughter of him. He actually lose his eyesight because of, he has done a cataract surgery, but it gone wrong. The moment that is actually really makes me cry is when he's meeting my father. My father is holding his hand and try to hug him and told him on the ear, this is, and my father mentioned his name, and my grandpa started to cry and like, oh my God, this is you. It's been quite a very long time. I haven't met you. And because the last time he met my father, he actually still can see. And when I saw that and they start, sorry, my voice is started vibrating because this is very emotional for me. My father started to cry and hug him and they both crying. I ran out of the house. I go outside because I don't want people to see me crying because I am literally sobbing. I'm not just like, like crying, but I start to create sound. That is one of the moments because, there are some other moments, and one of them is when I realized that my grandma is almost losing her eyesight once, one of her eye. I remember I cried at my best friend's house. Even my best friend is really like confused, like, why are you crying so hard? Like, what is going on? Does somebody hurt you or anything? But just to realize that like my grandma is almost losing her eyesight, it's once again, it's kind of reminding me that it could happen to me. It could happen to anyone. I've got to do something with this. When I still can see, when I still have this vision, I have to do something for others, especially for blind people. I'm a visual artist and I have to be responsible to help other people because, can you imagine if there are other people, maybe like you or your relatives watching this and they are blind people or they are gradually losing their eyesight, for example. There is an inspiration or two inspiration. Actually, one of the idea related to my work as a tarot reader, I like to create a tarot cards with braille. The idea is just to create a card with braille on it and the explanation of the cards, because normally when you buy a tarot card, they comes with a book. I think this is the era of technology. Why don't I just created an MP3 player, recorded a podcast that is talking about the meanings of the tarot cards, so blind people can listen to the explanation, to the meanings of the tarot cards, and maybe they can skip towards the number and the title of the cards. And I think that's just brilliant. And the second one is the point of why I create this video. I would like to create a sewing machine for blind people. It's not because I binge watch Black Mirror lately, but I don't know if some people out there already invented the tarot cards or the sewing machine for blind people. It should be something that is not so rocket science, or maybe it's half rocket science, but I think I just need to find someone who really understand about the machine, maybe the engineer or the technician or people from the technology. I don't know how. I seriously don't know how to create this device. For example, maybe that the sewing machine has brailles and also has a sound sensor, for example, infrared for the fabric, when the fabric is on the right place, right position, and it has a sound, with maybe infrared, Bluetooth, or anything. I don't really understand about technology, but I think it's just very possible. Come on, people. If some of you knows about this, please, I'm begging you, reach out to me. Let me know if it already exists, or if some of you wanted to create this and think this is a very good idea, or you wanted to create it your own self. I don't mind if you steal this idea, because it's not about the rights or it's not about that. I'm talking about helping other people. Come on, please. If you are a technician, if you are an engineer, someone who knows technology, or maybe if you are blind people and listening to this and you know the obstacles, or how to create it, or maybe you have a fascination to become a seamstress or anything, that if you are interested in creating sewing machine, please reach out to me. Let's create this project together, or you can start it. I want them to feel that they are not useless. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but because I'm just positioning myself. If I am in that kind of position, I might feel that way, but you shouldn't feel that way. Please, let's just do this together. I am not going to leave this universe without try to create this machine. So before I die, I have to create it, or at least I have the blueprint, or at least I have a meeting with people, or at least I created this video. So some of you out there could see this and started to create any ideas for them or for the disabled people or anything, please. So I think that's all that I'm going to talk about in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time on the next videos. Adios.